I just built my own habit tracker app with streak tracking, milestone celebrations, a monthly heat map, and a layout that works on both mobile and desktop. And I did it without writing a single line of code. Now, I built this as a personal habit tracker because it is a great use case for showing everything Base 44 can do. But the exact same workflow applies to any internal business tool: client portals, project trackers, employee dashboards, onboarding flows, you name it. Once you understand how Base 44 thinks, you can build almost anything. Speaking of which, when you first land on Base 44, you will notice there is a template library. I typed in habit tracker and a few options came up. The templates are customizable to some extent, but if you want complete control over every habit, every feature, and every design decision, you can choose to build it from scratch. And that is exactly what we're doing today. Now, one thing to keep in mind, since we're working with AI, your output may look a bit different from mine, even if you use the exact same prompts, and that is completely normal. All right, so before we get started, make sure you have a Base 44 account ready. The link for it is in the description. It takes you straight to the official Base 44 website, and you can get started on the free plan right away. All right, are you ready? Let's start building our habit tracker. Step number 1, building the core app. So before adding any real functionality, I wanted to get the foundation right first. The overall structure, what the app looks like when it loads, how the layout is arranged, and how it behaves at a basic level. So for the first step, I focused on the layout, the visual design, the fonts, and the default habits. I asked for a card-based layout with rounded corners, a warm off-white background, and deep indigo as the primary color. I also specified the fonts up front. It is always better to include that in the first prompt rather than trying to apply it later. Now, on top of the design, I asked for a set of preloaded example habits so the app has content to work with from the moment it loads. These span 5 categories: fitness and movement, nutrition and hydration, mental health and mindfulness, learning and growth, and digital wellness. Each habit comes with its own emoji, a color label, and a daily check-in button. These are defaults only. Every habit can be renamed, recolored, or deleted. That's completely up to you. So here is what Base 44 generated: a fully structured dashboard with all 5 categories and 13 habits already populated across individual cards. The layout was clean, the color labels were applied correctly, and the overall design was aligned with the brief from the start. If you want to follow along, the Base 44 link is in the description. There's a free plan that gets you started right away. Now, a nice layout means nothing if the app is not actually tracking anything. And that's what Step 2 covers. Step 2, streak tracking. This prompt adds streak logic to every habit card. I asked for 2 numbers on each card: the current streak, which counts how many consecutive days I have checked in, and the all-time longest streak, which is preserved even if the current streak resets. After this step, each card had both figures clearly visible. The streak system is what gives the app its core motivation loop. Now, tracking a streak is of course useful, but acknowledging when something significant has been achieved makes the app rewarding to use. This next step adds a milestone system. Step 3, milestone celebrations. I set it up so that when a habit reaches exactly 7, 30, 90, 180, or 365 consecutive days, the app triggers a full-screen congratulations modal. The modal includes a large celebration emoji, a message that includes the habit name, a confetti animation, and a unique badge for each milestone level. Those badges are permanently saved in an achievements section on each habit card, so there's always a visible record of every milestone unlocked over time. At this point, each individual habit is already doing meaningful work, but the app still lacks a high-level view of the day. Step 4, dashboard overview. The next step adds a dashboard header at the top of the screen. The header shows today's date, a greeting, how many have been completed today, and the single longest active streak across all habits. Below the header, I also added sorting options, so I can arrange the habits by longest current streak alphabetically or by the dates they were created. The sorting feature is a small addition but a practical one. Sorting by streak keeps the habits with the most momentum at the top where they're easiest to act on. Alright, the dashboard is looking good, but the individual habit cards still need a deeper history view. And that is what comes next. Step 5. Heatmap calendar and fixing the check-in button. This step adds a heatmap calendar to each habit card, a grid of small squares where each day is represented visually. Days that were checked in are filled with the habit's color. Missed days appear in a light gray. The heatmap is collapsible, so the cards do not become too long. However, after adding the heatmap, I noticed that the daily check-in button was not functioning correctly. It was present on each card, but tapping it did not record anything. So I submitted a follow-up prompt describing exactly what the button needed to do. Change its visual state when tapped, record today's date in the habit's history, update the streak count immediately, fill in today's square on the heat map, and reset its availability at midnight each day. And after that correction, everything worked as expected. I also adjusted the heat map range at this point. Rather than a rolling 12-week window, I wanted the heat map to cover the rest of 2026, from April through December. The navigation arrows now move through 1 month at a time. The left arrow is locked at April 2026 since that is the earliest point, and the right arrow is locked at the current month so I cannot navigate into months that have not happened yet. Now, this kind of mid-build correction is part of the normal process when working with AI tools. When something is not working as expected, the key is to go back and just be as specific as possible about what went wrong and what the correct behavior should look like. Step 6. Polish and the first check-in moments. Alright, so at this point, the app is fully functional, but it still needs some polishing. The polish prompt covers visual consistency across all cards, uniform padding, consistent border radius, large centered emoji icons, and a cohesive use of each habit's accent color throughout its card, from the left border stripe to the streak numbers to the heat map fill. It also makes the layout responsive, presenting as a single column on mobile and a 2-column grid on desktop. I also realized at this point that I wanted a small celebratory moment for the very first time I check in a habit, when the streak moves from 0 to 1. The app now shows a brief toast notification for that first check-in. Now that the design is consistent, there is one more layer worth showing before we publish. Base 44 includes a built-in visual editor that lets you make direct adjustments without writing any prompts. You can change colors, update text, and modify individual elements through a point-and-click interface. I recorded this section to give you a sense of what it is capable of. It is a useful layer to know about once the AI has handled the heavier structural work. Now, I noticed the background felt too plain, so I went back to the prompt interface and asked for a warm gradient background. The habit cards now sit against that gradient with clean white surfaces and a subtle shadow that lifts them off the background. The overall feel of the app shifted noticeably from that change. Once you build your own app and everything is working as expected, the next step is making it live. Base 44 gives you a few publishing options worth considering before you hit the button. Since this is a personal app, the most straightforward option is keeping it private so that only I can access it. If you are building something to share, you can publish with a login requirement so only specific people can use it, or publish without a login entirely for open access. Once you hit publish, Base 44 generates a live link within seconds. You can open it in any browser or bookmark it on your phone's home screen and use it from that point forward as a fully live application. And that is the complete build, a fully functional habit tracker with streak tracking, milestone celebrations, a monthly heat map, a daily dashboard overview, and a warm visual design, built entirely through prompts without writing a single line of code. As you saw throughout this video, the build is not always perfectly linear, and that is fine. Whenever a new idea came up or something needed adjusting, there was always a way to work around it. A follow-up prompt is usually all it takes to get things back on track, or take the app in a new direction entirely. So, is Base 44 as capable as it looks? My answer is a definitive yes. It is an excellent tool for getting something real and functional off the ground quickly, the kind of app that would otherwise take a developer months to build. The free plan gives you enough to evaluate it properly, and the prompting workflow becomes intuitive faster than you might expect. The limitation is that you are working within what the AI can interpret, so very specific or complex requirements sometimes need multiple rounds of refinements. For the kinds of tools most founders and small teams actually need day-to-day, it is one of the strongest options available right now. If you want to give Base 44 a try, the link for it is in the description below. You can get started on the free plan and see how far a few well-placed prompts can take you. Let me know in the comments what you end up creating. I hope you found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next one.